Hello, I have decided to read my book outside today. It is a beautiful day. The sun is shining brightly. The sky is blue. And if you listen carefully, you will hear planes flying in the sky. And I would like you to do the same. So head outside and find a beautiful spot in your garden where the sun is shining brightly. Today's book is The Two Little Fire Engine. Once there was a little red fire engine who lived in a toy shop. "I'd like to go to a real fire just once," said the little red fire engine to the other toys. "Pooh," said the stuffed striped elephant. "You are only a toy engine. You wouldn't be any help at all at a big fire." The little engine said, "Oh yes, I would. There would be plenty of things for a little engine to do." All the other toys began to laugh at him. The Calico Clown and the Jack-in-the-Box laughed loudest of all. "You've never even seen a fire," said the Calico Clown. "How would you know what to do? You're too little. You would only be in the way." But the little fire engine decided to go to the next big fire. That very afternoon, he heard the fire siren blow. He dashed out the open shop door and stopped at the curb, panting. Big red fire engines went tearing by, sirens screeching and bells clanging. "Phew," said the little fire engine. "I didn't know real fire engines were so big." He did his best to keep up, but the big engines went too fast. They got to the fire first. When he got there, the big engines were already at work. The long hoses were twisting and winding, all puffed and panted, were twisting and winding all around. The little engine could hardly get through. He puffed and panted first over one hose and then another. At last, he was close to the fire, and he looked around for a job that he could do. "I'll shoot water," he thought. But his little hose was so short that the stream of water didn't even reach the flames. "I wish someone could tell me what to do," he said to himself. The engines had plenty of work, but there wasn't anything a little fire engine could do. Just then, he saw a spark fly from the burning building. It landed right beside him. "Here," said the little engine. "This will never do." He turned his hose on the little fire. The hose was just the right size. In an instant, the fire was out. Then the little engine had a good idea. "I'll be the spark watcher," he decided. "I can put out little fires before they get to be the big fires." Did you hear that plane flying high in the sky? So he raced around looking for the flying sparks. Wherever he saw one, he hurried to put it out. Finally, one of the big engines saw the little fire engine scooting around so busily. "It looks like we have a new helper," said the big fire engine. "Good work, little fellow." The big engines were busy putting out the big fire, and they were very glad to have a little engine put out the little fires. Finally, the whole fire was put out. All the tired engines began rolling up their hoses. The little engine was starting home when one of the big engines called to him. "Why don't you come along to the firehouse with us, little engine? We can use you." The little engine was delighted. "I'd like that very much. First, I must go home and tell the other toys so they won't worry about me." And he came to the door of the toy shop. He thought he smelled smoke. He sniffed again, and then he saw a flicker of flames in a wastebasket. "Fire!" he shouted, and he clanged his bell as loudly as he could. The other toys came running. "Where? Where?" they cried. "Oh, save us! Help! Help!" They all ran around, but nobody knew what to do, and they were too frightened to think. Only the little fire engine was calm. Can you hear the plane in the sky again? He had been to a fire, and he knew just what to do. He backed as close as he could to the burning waste basket. He unwound his hose and sent a stream of water splashing on the flames. In an instant, the fire was out. "Thank goodness you came in time," the toys said. They all crowded around and thanked him. They wiped off the smoke and water. They rubbed and polished him until he was bright and shiny once more. I don't know what we would have done without you, said the striped elephant. We are all so proud of you. The little fire engine was very happy. He said to himself, I guess I won't leave after all. Big fires are for big engines, and little fires are for little engines. I'm just the right size to take care of a little fire. Who knows what might have happened if I should go away? So the happy little fire engine settled down for a long nap, for he had had a very, very busy day. And that is the end of the story today. Did you have fun reading outside in your garden? I did. I enjoyed reading outside with the sun shining brightly and the sky being blue, and most of all, listening to all the aeroplanes flying high in the sky.